Hello everyone and welcome back to Brickcraft, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make an infinity pattern bracelet without the loom, and I'm going to show you two different ways how to make it. One with pens or pencils, and the second way with your hands, which they're very similar. They're actually identical. So the materials you will need are a pen, 2 pens or 2 pencils, your hand, rubber bands, and that's pretty much it. So let's start making the bracelet. So first I'm going to make the bracelet with the pencils, and you're going to take your primary color, which for me is going to be black, and you're going to take one from your thumb to one of the rubber bands, and then another from your thumb to the other rubber band. For your secondary color, you're going to take and twist it in the infinity symbol onto the 2 pens. And then the last thing you're going to do before you loom it is make a little end cap by putting another of your primary color on your thumb and twisting it into a loop like you're tying a ponytail. So this is what it's going to look like. The next thing you're going to do is pull out your end cap and grab the top one of your primary colors that's going to your pen. So that's not hooked to anything else. See, it's only hooked to the end cap like this. And pull it to the exact same pen, and do the same with the other one. So it should look like this. This next part is a little bit hard, as you will need to grab all 3 of the rubber bands that are on the first pencil or pen and attach one rubber band, then pull it off and stick that new loom onto the pen. So as you can see, everything that was on this pen is on that one loom. And then you're going to do the same to the other side. Grab all of the rubber bands that are on that pen or pencil and attach one of your primary color rubber bands. Then take those off the pen and replace that with the new loom. So here's what that looks like. As you can see, I have the infinity symbol right there. This next part is really hard, so I've slowed it down for you. You're going to need to pull the top of your black rubber band off, but keep a hold of it, and slide on your secondary color, then put the rubber band back on top. Next, you need to twist your secondary color, which is going to be the infinity symbol, then pull off the top rubber band part. Keep a hold of it on the second pencil, then slide your secondary color back on and pop back on your primary color. So it'll look like this. And you have 2 infinity looms in between your bracelet. Now we're going to go back to the first step and put all of those rubber bands on the one pencil onto one of your primary color, and then replace that primary color onto the pencil, and do the same to the other side. All of the rubber bands on that pencil into one rubber band, and then put that single rubber band back onto the pen or pencil. Now I'm going to show you how to do the other part again. You pull off the top part of your other rubber band on that pen, slide on your secondary color, twist the secondary color, pull the top part of the rubber band off of the other pen, keep a hold of it, and slide on your secondary color, then slide that one back on. And you've got 3 of your infinity symbols now. Then you gather all of those rubber bands on the first pen or pencil into one rubber band. Sorry that it's off camera there. Take those off of the pen or pencil and then slide that rubber band that you just loomed through back on. And do the same for the other side. And you're going to continue this pattern until you get to your desired length. Now if you want to do this with your fingers, it is the same exact thing. I actually find it easier to use my fingers because it's easier to grip the rubber band. You take a rubber band from your thumb to your pointer finger and your thumb to your ring finger, and then add an end cap around your thumb, and take your secondary color and make the infinity symbol. Pull out the end cap and grab the top rubber band and put that on its finger that it belongs to, and the same with the other rubber band. So now you have this, and you're going to gather up all the rubber bands on your one finger, which happens to be my ring finger, put them in one rubber band, and then replace that rubber band onto your finger. And then do the same with the other finger, which happens to be my pointer finger. I'm gathering up all the rubber bands on that finger into one rubber band, pulling my finger out, and then replacing that one with the rubber band that I just gathered them with. Then I lift the top one off, put on the secondary color, and then put the top one back on to the ring finger, Lift the top one off the pointer finger, replace it with the secondary color, which has been twisted, and then put the top part of the rubber band back onto the pointer finger. So now I have my pattern continuing. And start over again. I put one rubber band on all the rubber bands that are on my pointer finger, take those rubber bands off of my pointer finger, and replace it with a single rubber band. And then I do the same with the ring finger. Put all those rubber bands that are on the ring finger on a single rubber band, take my ring finger out of those prior rubber bands, and then put it into the new rubber band. And once more with putting on the secondary color, you lift the top off of the primary color, slide on the secondary color, then replace the top, twist the secondary color, pull the top off of the rubber band on the pointer finger, and then replace that. And then you just keep going with the pattern until you get it to the desired length. Now if you want to finish the bracelet, then all you gotta do is, when you get to the end of your bracelet, I take and I wait until I do the infinity one. I gather up all of the rubber bands on each of the pencils and put them, or pencils or pens, sorry, and put them into one rubber band on each side. So it looks like this, and then I take and put both rubber bands on the same pencil and take one rubber band in through all of those, so that the S hook is only clipping onto one rubber band. Go ahead and put your hook on and you have a lovely rubber band bracelet. And the same with doing it with your hand. You just gather up all on your pointer finger into one rubber band, and then all of the one on your ring finger into one rubber band. And put those two rubber bands together. And gather all of them up with one rubber band. Add your hook of choice, and you've got yourself a lovely bracelet. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that this was a little bit easier for you guys to follow, and if you want to see some more videos by me, I will post a link right here on the wallet. Just click it and I'll take you to it. Sorry guys. And if you want to see any more creations, check out my store Envy, which is located in the description.